Hello, welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. As always, it's the weekend and we're back at the house. We started the day by picking up the tiles that are going to be placed around our dormer loft conversion. Tom, in an effort to save money, is sourcing all of the materials himself. That'll save us about £5,000 or £6,000 versus the builders getting it for us. While editing this video, Tom wanted me to make it abundantly clear it's more like 10,000.
Minimum 10,000.
Minimum 10,000. But it also means that we're able to be really specific about the materials we're using. So after seeing a few different dormers and how they're done, we decided we wanted some nicer tiles. We decided that we wanted black slate tiling. So we picked that up today. Top tip, make sure that you count what they're giving you, because we almost drove off with 390 despite paying for 500. So I think that's a first time renovator lesson just there. We also had the very fun job of bringing all of those tiles into the house. And then you need to bring it in the other side.
I had to take the train away from you, precious. I really wish that
There you go. 550 roof tiles. So today, we've managed to somehow break the boiler. So Tom and Martin are taking a look at that today. And we need to decide on our windows very soon. So we know the loft conversion, which will be brand new, requires all new windows. And we know that the bathroom in the back of the house, it doesn't even open, so that needs a new window. Today we're deciding on whether the downstairs windows need replacing. Now I absolutely love these windows. I don't know what it is about them, but I don't want them to go. But they are not looking as good as they could. So today I'm gonna give them a clean to just really see if it's just years of not being cleaned that's making them a little bit gross, or if they're actually a bit wrecked and they need replacing. I mean, as you can see, the first thing is just the dust from the work we've done so far. Obviously the handles would be changed. But overall, I just really like them. I love the thick white wooden border around them. I love how big they are. But as you can see, they're kind of smudged and glary, and so I want to know if this is just something we can easily clean up. Now I'll be cleaning the window inside and outside, so I'm gonna grab my jumper. And then, I don't know. Oh, I don't want to go into the cold. I'm thinking to start, I'll just scrub it with some fairy liquid, and then to finish, I'll probably just wipe it down with some window cleaner, but I don't know the last time these windows were cleaned. I don't know how easy this task is gonna be. I mean, look at that. Filthy. Now we still need to clean the inside, but I think I was right in thinking the dirt was between the panes. I don't know how you'd fix that, and I don't know if you need a new window, but I need to clean the inside to be sure. Okay, I'm about to start the next window, but I just remembered something that I have to show you. Now, something I forgot to show you when we were taking the ceiling down was a newspaper from the 1960s. Holiday booking service, trains to Europe from £10, ladies in the 60s, an advert for buffing up men, stop smoking, power tablets, birth control tablets, rubber sanitary wear,
Something's gonna change.
schools banning girls wearing black underwear because it's Victorian, shoes promising to make men 2 inches taller, and Western Supermare advertised as a wonderful holiday destination by the sea. And thanks to Dick Heller's advertisement for New Friends, New Places, a party all the way for singles across the Mediterranean, I've worked out the newspaper is from 1963. How crazy. Anyway, maybe you found that interesting, maybe you didn't. But we're now back to the window. Unfortunately, the mess and the glare in here seems to be coming from inside the glass. So I assume then looking at this one part here, and then there's obviously one on the other side, that this is double glazed, but it's dirty in the middle. So probably need new windows. I'll probably then just look to get ones that look the same. Definitely want to keep the wood bit around it that I showed previously, because I love it. So this window is the same as the window we've got in the kitchen and the upstairs smaller bedroom. So we're gonna have the same problem and need to replace all 3 of those. So we'll just measure them up, understand what size we're looking for, and then when we're home during the week, do you mind? We can find the perfect window for all 3. I've been called upstairs for something very cool.
Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then
We've discovered a chimney in the biggest bedroom.
basically what Martin's saying is, Martin? Dad.
See?
Alright, Daddy.
Daddy.
Right now, the chimney for downstairs, the living room, goes all the way down here.
Yeah.
So in a way, we could actually see, by seeing construction everywhere, we could remove this bit of the chimney and then it's just all the way to here.
Thought I'd also walk you through the current state of the house, as I always thought of doing a renovation as this big, glamorous, fun job, but the reality is it's quite stressful. So firstly, every single room is filled with junk constantly. The tiles came in today, as you saw, but we've got rubble and stuff that can't go until we have a skip. But we can't have a skip sitting out there forever because it costs so much in London. Bricks that are broken are no longer useful, so they stay there until we've got a way to get rid of them. Wood everywhere, tools everywhere, more tools everywhere. Acro props we bought because we thought that was smart, and now they're still with us. And then when you're trying to do it on a budget, you check eBay and Facebook Marketplace to get good deals on a bunch of leftover stuff. So we just have so many random bits. I don't even know what this is, plasterboard, but it's massive. And it just has to live there until it's useful. I'm pretty sure this is insulation. Again, got 2 random boards of that. And they will live here until they get put in. And then all the useful bricks are stacked up outside. Now that was just the downstairs. I'll show you the upstairs, which is possibly worse. I mean, this is the bathroom, which at the moment is home to a bed. Don't ask me why. A bike that I thought I'd be doing up as a fun side project. Little did I know the house leaves no time for side projects. What have we got here? A slack line that we used for hoisting up a beam. The sheer number of half-finished jobs, like this poor banister that I've effectively ruined. And then just filth.
2.2 is for there.
So much filth.
Because then you've got
Here, dust. That much dust. And I don't know what that is. A mountain of insulation. Let me show you for scale.
How far you go down, really?
Scale. So yeah, it can get frustrating because things are just always in chaos and you feel as though you can't start on one thing because there's mess in one room. An example of this would be wanting to get insulation underneath the floorboards in this downstairs room, but we can't because it's currently housing all the building equipment, and wanting to get started on the middle floor because that's having no structural work done, but we can't because there's no ceilings, and the builders will be coming and starting on the loft next weekend. So yeah, there's definitely been some learnings in terms of things don't go as quickly or as easily as you want them to. And yes, obviously I think it would be a lot less stressful and a lot more seamless if you just got a contractor and a project manager in, but we don't have the budget for that, and that is the reality of a DIY. So yeah, I thought that was important to share, as well as the fact that, you know, it's not like huge things are happening every single weekend. And I think when I first started a renovation, I just assumed, you know, you'd be in smashing down walls, making huge changes every single weekend, but the planning, the paperwork, the back and forth, the small things that you don't even think of that need to get ready, those all lead to much slower progress than you thought. And it does lead to a few weekends that, you know, not too much happens. So effectively what I'm trying to say is sorry if these get a little bit boring some weekends, like now, where you've just watched me wash a window, but you have busier weekends and quieter weekends. But there is one thing I can get back to, which I really don't want to. I've got a heat gun. Thank you, Amber, for your comment on the last video. I'm giving it a go. I know it's the right thing to do. And I've not got much else to do in the house this weekend, so I guess it's gonna have to happen. It's funny when you start to think of the things you amass while doing up a house. I never thought I would be the owner of a steamer for wallpaper, an electric sander, and a heat gun, but here we are. I feel like this, I should probably read the manual for, because 400 degrees does not sound fun. There is no manual, so, oh no. So they've started by making it very clear lead paint should not be removed, which I'm pretty sure we have. I'm gonna read through this. Tom's just showing us how big the skylight on the landing of the loft is gonna be.
Do you think that's too big?
No, that's great.
Cool.
And then how wide?
And then up into pure glass.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
So it'll be like kind of in the centre between the stairs and the...
Yeah, yeah. Well, you just want it perfectly in the middle of the room.
Yeah. So...
Cool. And now right after I moaned about the work never ending and everything being a mess, we are going to do a bit of a clear up. We're going to put all the tools away. The builders are coming next weekend, so all of our tools we're going to take back home because we won't need to be doing anything for a couple of months. And for minimum effort, maximum reward, we're just going to chuck all the tools in there and then just wheelbarrow it to the car. I've decided I'm going to leave this challenge for another day. The bed's finally going. I'm gonna keep it real. When we're doing the house, it's kind of all we do. So our room is in a constant state. Why I just put the state of my bedroom on the internet, I'll never know, but now you can watch me clean it. But we need music first.
White teeth and black leather, you and I would go good together, babe. Black soul, white.
Look who's joined to finally help.
Go good together. That smile, I don't know.
I find getting everything off the floor and throwing it on the bed forces you to be 100% done. Because you can't get back in this evening until it's clear. Something I also wanted to show is this coin that we flip every morning for who makes the coffee. That's the one thing that's allowed to stay out.
Baby, right. You and I would go good together. White teeth, black leather.
And there you go. All done. Feeling slightly more sane and a little bit better. As you can tell, we are currently using this as our bedroom, sometimes as a study, every evening as a lounge. So I'm sure you can understand our excitement to get our house finished and have a room for everything, whenever that might be.
We should get together.
We don't food waste here.
I mean mountains.
We don't food waste here, and everything is clean.
Mountains, but with the food waste, we will turn that into compost and use on vegetables.
We'll take you to see the compost bin.
It's gross. Sometimes rats live in there. I love it.
Rats. We love rats. No, we've been too gross on the internet.
I hope you won't throw it